They waited 35 years for a major trophy. The man who finally delivered one is a legend in Gorgie. He also kept Kilmarnock in the SPL for 8 years and got them to a League Cup final before leaving Rugby Park earlier this year. He's back home, where Jim Jeffries is the heart and soul of Edinburgh. Now a former club aims to trump the King of the Castle. We're in the Gorgie district of Edinburgh at Tynecastle Park for the Heart of Midlothian against Kilmarnock in the Clydesdale Bank Premier League. It's live in Sky Sports High Definition. Well, before we look at the game today, we all woke up to reports this morning of allegations that match officials lied in their account of the penalty award that in the end wasn't given at the Dundee United Celtic game 2 weeks ago. Neil, what is your reaction to those allegations made by Stephen Craven? Well, on to today's game here at Tynecastle, and here's how things stand in the Clydesdale Bank Premier League. Rangers remain top of the pile despite losing their 100% record. Celtic moved within a point of the leaders with their win in Perth. Inverness's draw at Ibrox puts them a point above Hearts in fifth, but a home win at Tynecastle would see Hearts go third. Now, rare wins for Hamilton and St Mirren mean Kilmarnock have gone bottom, but the four teams above Killi are all within 3 points. Now, a little earlier, these were the scenes inside the home dressing room at Tynecastle. Neil, you'll be very familiar with this from your two spells as a Hearts player. Clearly morale high there after 2 wins and 2 shutouts for them. Let's hear from the two managers involved today, Jim Jeffries, the Hearts manager, and Miksu Patalainen of Kilmarnock there with Peter Martin.
Jim, is there an added incentive of putting one over on your old team today?
No, it's nothing about that. I had a great time down there. We had some success down there, and there are a lot of great people about that club. And I hope they're going to do well after today. The incentive for us today is take advantage of some of the results that went our way yesterday, and we've got a chance to go into third place. So that should be a big enough incentive itself.
Talk us through your team formation today.
Well, we're just, we've played well in the last 3 games, I believe, but the last 2 games we've had a couple of clean sheets. Murray is back, Rudy's on form, so there's no need to change it today. We'll go. We know we've got a difficult game there, I think, in a false position. We've been playing well, so we've got to make sure that we're no complacency. We've got to go about it in the right way. Just forget where they are in the league, treat them as if they're a top team, and go about it in the right manner. As I say, there's plenty of incentives for us there today to go for.
Miksu, do you feel the way your team are playing that the results will eventually come for you?
Absolutely, yeah. The boys are fantastic. They put a lot of effort in. We pass the ball well, properly from man to man. We don't start launching it, and keep the ball under control. And most important thing is that we've been creating chances. Loads of efforts. A Rangers goal, for example, last Wednesday. And if only we can put 1 or 2 of them away, we will be stronger, and that's what we aim for.
Talk us through your formation in your team today.
Well, we'll have attacking players, 3 attacking players out there, and solid midfield, 3 players there, and the back 4. So it's a very attacking lineup. Hopefully, we can cause problems to Hearts.
Do you feel as if Eremenko is the key to making it all work, all come together?
He's one of the players, obviously. He was an excellent passer off the ball, and we try and get the ball to him as often as possible, and then get plenty of runners off him. But he's not the only one. We've got other players as well who can pass the ball and make things happen for us, and hopefully all those players are on the ball today.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Richard.
Kevin Kyle's goals kept Kilmarnock in the SPL the last 2 seasons. Now he's gunning for them today. Both sets of players are wearing the colours of the Show Racism the Red Card campaign today. But normal hostilities resume after the break. Hearts captain Marius Zaliukas and the Kilmarnock skipper Craig Bryson on standby to lead their teams out now. And these are the final words in the dressing room from the Hearts manager Jim Jeffries, tapping the shoulder there from the referee Stevie O'Reilly. It's time for the game, lads. We're at Tynecastle for live Clydesdale Bank Premier League football. It's Hearts against Kilmarnock on Sky Sports in high definition. Well, it's Halloween today, and the Kilmarnock supporters have certainly made an effort to dress up. There's Jedward. Well, the players of the X Factor this afternoon. Great atmosphere at Tynecastle. And the supporters have turned out in numbers today with the help of Hearts cutting prices for families today. So a good effort by the club and a good effort from both sets of supporters. Commentators, Andy Walker and Ian Crocker.
Thank you, David. Well, Hearts have the chance to go third as they seek a third successive victory following wins over Aberdeen and St Mirren. Yesterday's results sent Kilmarnock to the bottom of the table, so their need is urgent. It is the 200th league meeting between these two clubs. Hearts have had the better of it over the...
Well, losing a goal 2 minutes into first half stoppage time, how do you think Jim Jeffries is feeling? Well, now you know exactly. These are scenes from the Hearts dressing room. Dejection at half-time for the Hearts players, and Neil McCann will have seen that many times in his first spell at Tynecastle. What will Jim Jeffries be saying to his players with Hearts a goal down at the break?
First of all, he's looking pretty calm there. I've seen him a lot angrier than that at 1-0 down. But no, I think his message to the Hearts players, well, they haven't played whatsoever. They're playing a 4-4-2. There's been no width to the game. Rudy Scatchell, we know, likes to come inside and work off the front. He's terrific left foot, but Santana needs to hold his width, and when Rudy Scatchell then enters into the middle of the park, Palazuelos must give the option on the outside, but I don't think he'll be too happy in how Hearts have started.
Let's look at the goal, but before we look at the goal itself, was it a free kick?
Yes, it's a free kick. Well, Connor Salmon has came on, and it's not often you see a first half substitution, and it's definitely a tactical one, but Zalewskis has just barred him. What a delivery. But watch here at the bottom of the picture, Kevin Kyle just gets lost by Fraser Wright, and it's a terrific header, but as it's coming in, they're jostling. Fraser Wright gets the angle, works away from Kevin Kyle and attacks the space. I speak about deliveries, David, sometimes about trying to pick people out. This is all about hitting an area and letting people go and attack it, and doesn't he attack it well? Gets a nice glancing header and away into the top corner, and I think it's what Kilmarnock have deserved, actually.
Now, Kilmarnock, a lot's been made about how this season they've been playing well but unable to finish. Now, they had 21 shots at goal when they lost to Rangers in the League Cup in midweek but couldn't score. Can you see why?
Well, I think the biggest problem today for Kilmarnock, they were playing with three front players, Miguel, Eramenko and Taul, and at times the drift, there's never really an actual target man. You know, they all want to come short, they all want to play nice little neat passes and interchanges, and there isn't a target, and I think that's why Connor Salmon is now on to provide that. But they had efforts at goal, and in Taul and Eramenko you'll get a little bit of class and a little bit of guile where they create chances for themselves. But I think on the reflection of the first half, as I said, I think they go in worthy of their half-time lead.
From Hearts' point of view, Rudy Scatchell switched sides at some stage towards the end of the second half. Do you feel as though that Jim will want more from Rudy Scatchell?
Well, they need to get him involved because he's an influential player, and he's proved that in the past couple of weeks. He plays a nice little pass there to Ruben Palazuelos, and that's what I said, when he drifts inside to go and support the front two, then Ruben has to push up on the left-hand side and provide this sort of delivery into the box. Yes, it doesn't find Kevin Kyle now, but if he keeps doing that, then it's only a matter of time before Kyle gets himself involved in the match.
You can always rely on Kevin Kyle for a goal in big games. Can he rescue Hearts today? They've won their last two games, but they'll be anxious about Mixu Paatelainen coming back to Tynecastle. The last time he was here, he won as a manager with Hibernian in the derby. Will he return to haunt Hearts on Halloween?